Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Planar Small Pendant. This is the 1397-18, smallest of the three sizes. You know, if you're not sure if this is going to be right for your project, something cool that you can do is send me an image of that room where you're thinking of putting this, and I can use our new AI tools and take the same fixture, place it in that room, send you back an image of it so you can see what it's going to look like inside your room before you ever even think about buying it. It's a great opportunity for you to do that. It doesn't cost you a thing, and we're here to help you. So like I said, this is the 1397-18. Let's get into details on the size of the fixture itself. 11 inches tall, and that's going to be independent of the rod hanging from it. It's hanging from 12.1 inches wide, and the depth is going to come in at 10.6. So it's not overly large, but it does pack a big punch as far as light comes coming out of it, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. So canopy up in the ceiling, 5.5 inches square. It's going to be shipping with a bunch of rods, and we're going to talk about that now. And a great way to show you all about this is to look at the installations instructions, which you can do right now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations, instructions, PDF. Open it up for me. It is going to show you a full parts kit list, actually, of the kits. It's going to show you all the parts. It's going to show you good detailed line drawings of everything about it, including the canopy up on the ceiling and how it's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. This is not very heavy. It's very light. It's only 11 pounds. It only hangs from a junction box. You don't have to worry about any weight restrictions. You're going to notice in that both on the sheet, that installation sheet, plus on the page for this on our website, there's going to be a chart. So that chart is going to show you which combinations of which of these rods you're going to use to get to all of those preset heights that are listed there. And they're going to give you a pretty good list. 13.4 at its shortest, which means this can kind of become a semi-flush at the end of the day, all the way to 58.4 at its longest. That's going to be with the rods that are going to come with it. So automatically you're going to get 3 of the 12, 1 of the 6, 1 of the 3, and it's going to have a bunch of these little tiny connectors that put them all together. So, but this also ships with 11 feet of wire. So if you need to come down much farther than that 58 inches, just email me the overall height you're trying to achieve, and I can walk you through how many additional kits you will need to get to that very long height way up there. The additional kits are going to be 112, 16, 13, and very simple to put them together. So you put your little connector in. Actually, what I would probably do first, I would probably put a blanket down on a table. I would look at the chart, figure out what I need as far as the little pipes go. You're going to feed the wire through the pieces one by one before you put it together. So you're going to feed, kind of put it on its side going that way. You're going to feed the wire through the connector, through a pipe, through a connector, through a pipe, finally out the canopy. Then you're just going to screw them together like this. Really easy, takes just a second. And see the milling on this, the engineering, you can barely even see that there's even a line there. Hubbardton does a beautiful job with these kind of things. And then you're going to put it up and you're basically all done and very happy. So let's get into what you're going to get out of this light-wise. So, one little detail. This is slope ceiling adaptable already to 45 degrees. There's going to be a knuckle built at the top of one of these pieces that allows it to be slope ceiling adaptable, and gravity will just push it right down. Now let's get into what's going on light-wise with this. 24 watts all in. Transformer and driver way up in the canopy. It's going to turn it into low voltage coming down to these LEDs. So how this is set up basically is you have the fixture down below. You have these rows of LEDs built into the frame, and then you have a frosted acrylic diffuser in the middle of it. That's what the white piece looks like. It's going to push light. The light is actually going toward the middle. It's going to hit that diffuser, which is frosted, and that's going to diffuse the light up and down. So don't forget, you're going to get light going up and hitting your ceiling, bathing the room, light coming down, which means you're going to have some pretty good task lighting out of this, kind of like the light you see on this table. 580 lumens all in, 24 watts. That's quite a bit. That's about the equivalent of a 100-watt bulb, maybe a little more than that. Remember, half of it's going up, half of it's going down. It's a dimmable fixture, so don't worry about that. Just tell your installer you're using a dimmable LED, so they put the right dimmer on the wall for you. And the light coming out of it is what we talk about all the time and what we like to use in our showroom. So it's not the 2700 Kelvin super yellow. It's definitely not the blue-white light, which is going to be daylight, and that's 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What's coming out of this is 3,000 Kelvin, and that's exactly what's coming down on this table from these 3,000 Kelvin lights just above us. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.